We often wonder what Allah was doing before creating us, right? Especially with questions like, what was Allah doing before He created us? Let's think it through a bit. Trying to understand Allah using our own reasoning can lead us astray. Thinking of Allah in human terms is one of the biggest mistakes we can make. Instead of trying to grasp Allah's essence, which is beyond our comprehension, it's more appropriate to understand His attributes. Comparing Allah to things we create ourselves is also flawed. Take a camera, for instance. If I'm the inventor of the camera, disconnecting its power won't affect my own vision. Because I am the creator and the camera is just my creation, there is no direct connection between the artist and the artwork. Similarly, Allah's essence is not affected by the time He created. Allah is not bound by the time or any other creation. Just as a carpenter's table doesn't resemble the carpenter himself, the time created by Allah does not resemble Allah. Think about it. Asking if Allah would be affected by rain or if He would get wet is a strange question. Rain is a creation of Allah. He is not affected by what He creates. The same goes for time. Time is a creation of Allah, and Allah is not influenced by His own creations. The concept of time is specific to us. We experience past and future, but for Allah, these concepts do not exist. In Allah's knowledge, all time, past, future, and present exists simultaneously. So a prayer made in the past might be answered in the future, as Allah's perspective on time transcends our understanding. We see this in our own lives too. For instance, a prayer we make now might be answered years later. From our perspective, it seems past or future, but for Allah, everything is present as one whole. Think of a poem you have memorized. In your knowledge, the entire poem is present all at once. When you write it down, it must be done in a specific order. But in Allah's knowledge, all times are past, future, and present exist as a single moment. That's why questions like, what was Allah doing before He created us, don't make sense. Allah is beyond the constraints of time and space. And the process of creation is not limited by our understanding of time. Understanding this helps us realize that Allah's essence is not bound by the time He created.